Hello, everyone. Howdy, greetings. Welcome back to the Tism Report. We're at a autism college landmark. I am joined by my friend Noah. Yes,
Nice to meet you.
yes, indeed. Yes, our lovely audience. We are so blessed to have Noah here today. Yes, a real live autistic individual like ourselves. Yes. So, the Tism news to start off with is we're at this college. It's not a concentration college like we've foretold. It's a very, very safe space, as the college would have you believe. People in some fancy, funky robes told us that. It's pretty nice. Yep. They seem like they would. I don't see any reason why they would try and mislead us. Uh-huh. And yeah, there's nothing suspicious about people in robes. I'll tell you. That's what I've always felt. Yeah, I wear clothes. People who don't wear clothes, savages. Don't trust them. Nudists. I've never met a nudist I could trust. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm speaking is just the confident truth, really. Oh yeah. Anyway, Noah, my fellow person with autism,
Yeah.
how do you feel being autistic in today's society? Do you feel like do you feel pride in having autism?
I mean, not particularly, but not particularly either, I suppose. It's just kind of middle of the road, average sort of thing. But it's kind of getting better if you think about it.
Oh
Obviously there's
yes.
a bunch of stuff online, but then there's also like with that it kind of like I don't know. There are some people that kind of start to infantilize it or something.
Infantilize it? Like how?
Like they kind of treat you like you're a baby or something, or like
Oh yeah.
right?
You're
They
right.
like they're like giving you pity or some shit.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, and that's not always the case. You know, you ask an autistic person questions, they tend to know a lot of stuff about something. They tend to know better than most people on something. Everyone's an expert at something. Would you say that you're in maybe the 95%, the 5% in the knowledge category,
I
Noah?
maybe, but that's honestly mostly just because a lot of people don't really I guess sort of firearms, but that's just
Oh,
most of
firearms.
the world generally they don't know a lot about it. I've taken a
That's
tiny bit of
cool.
an interest, but in people that like know
Wow.
about it, I would say I'm like bottom 1%, so not a
Really?
lot. No.
Now, I've taken a hunting license course. I have a hunting license. And one of the things about that is like I didn't know that you had the gunpowder was still in the bullets. I kind of just thought that like the shell was like phew, like it was just a but really there's a bunch of gunpowder in the filling, and then there's like the little bullet thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that before.
No, yeah. So how they normally function essentially,
Mm.
a lot of people get this wrong, right? Biggest misconception
Uh-huh.
about firearms is that the gunpowder explodes and then
Oh
it
yeah.
shoots the bullet out. That's not what
It
happens. What
doesn't
actually
explode.
happened,
That's what I thought.
so you'd also assume that the barrel is like the say like fits around the bullet, right? Or is a tiny bit larger. It's actually a slight bit smaller. And the
Mm.
reason for that is because what's it called when the bullet is chambered, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens essentially is that so the usually the hammer and or the striker, it'll hit the primer. That's essentially the if you have a
Primer,
hunting
yeah.
license, you
I
probably
do, yeah.
held them, right? It's the little silver part on the back of the bullet. That's the primer.
Yeah. I've held it before.
Yeah. So it'll hit that, right? That'll ignite. It'll cause the gunpowder to ignite. And what happens when the gunpowder starts igniting? In most bullets, they use what's it called? It's slow burn instead of fast burn. We use fast
Ah,
burning. I don't know powders. I don't know the technical term for explode
interesting.
for like explosives and stuff, right?
Mhm.
But what happens with the slow burns is that they release a lot of gas, right?
Slow
And
burn
so
releases gas.
yeah. So the gas, it'll essentially start expanding, and then because there's, just not enough like room,
Yeah.
it'll essentially start accelerating the bullet down the barrel, and it just keeps like expanding, and there's just not enough volume to hold
Mm,
it. So then, it accelerates it out the barrel.
I see. Yeah. It's not as big as I thought it was. It really is not as big. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll tell you. It kind of reminds me of if you ever tried smoking cannabis. Like if you smoke, if it's a really, if it's a lot, if it's a quick burn, you're going really quick, 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 big, big, big. There's not a lot of smoke at the end, but if you're doing it super slow, there's like a trickle off of it, and it's a slow burn. It gets it spreads out more in the air. I don't know if that made sense. It
No, I
didn't.
mean, oh yeah, kinda. I think I get the idea, but I've never done anything like that, so
That's good. Hey, good for you, man. Good
Yeah.
for you. Yeah. Mhm. I sure have. Yeah. Yep. It's a lot of fun, but it is kind of people seem to glamorize weed as like, oh, it'll calm you down. Only in small amounts.
Yeah.
It's like 12.5 milligrams will calm you down, and then more than that for most people, not most people, but a lot of people, it makes us anxious, or other people it makes them very excited and
Yeah.
giggly, but not everyone.
No, I get that. I mean, there was this one guy I knew,
Mm.
right? He used to smoke a bunch, like the stereotype about like people who smoke pot, where they just like they will never admit that they're addicted and stuff,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And then it's
met
like
the
you tell them
addiction.
like maybe like turn it back a bit, and they'll show you like what 5 different diagrams, type like 2 different
Mm.
essays over text about how they're like not addicted, not a health
I'm not
benefits and
addicted at
stuff.
all. Yeah, I'm sure there are some advantages, but like
Yeah,
if you're putting something, and I take ADHD medication.
yeah,
I also enjoy a little reefer. There are some benefits, but like it's not good for you, right? Like don't you wouldn't fall. It's not a good idea to fall into that trap of like no, no,
it's super
it's actually healthy.
yeah,
No,
like it's really like they smoked it back in like 1776. George Washington was on it.
no, George Washington smoked weed. He was the greatest American
The,
ever.
the Native Americans, they did it for rituals. Actually, they did do that for rituals
Yeah,
sometimes. I think it might have been something else though.
I
I
think
can't
it's
remember.
peyote with them. I think that they had like some form of hemp or something in
Yeah,
the Native Americans. Yeah, because they hit and run, classic.
yeah,
Get out of there. Yeah. I'll tell you, it is weird that people will do that, smoking. And also people will say, I don't really, I don't know if you met this person. I don't really smoke, only when I'm drinking, and they drink like every night or something. That's it.
I've never actually met anyone that's like that, but I have
Oh
met a lot of serial. Well, technically, I can
yeah,
go
serial smokers.
No, well, that too, my grandfather, but like serial drinkers, more like.
Oh yeah, my grandfather also he has
Yeah.
a dementia.
It's
Yeah.
like every one of my well, a lot of people in my family are like just serial alcoholics and stuff.
Yeah, the alcohol is like, and you know what's crazy is alcohol. They've done studies on it. And they say that there's no benefit, like medically at all. And I was under the impression that like a little bit was good for you. That's what I believed. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
that's antioxidants or something in the wine. It was like helping people live longer. And it seems like the science community has said actually alcohol is just really terrible for you. You can have a drink every once in a while. It's like social. I guess it's fun, but it's like it's apparently just not good. It's not meant to be
yeah. No,
consumed
I
at
mean,
all.
I've also never heard anything about it being good for you in small doses. Maybe that will. That seems like something that'll be around though.
An
Like
alcoholic probably said that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I think.
yeah,
Yeah. Actually, the marijuana cigarettes are the healthy ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I mean, technically, like I mean, it's not like they're good for you or anything.
Oh
A
no,
lot of
they're
people
not.
very much overstate the benefits of marijuana, but
Yeah.
I mean, like if I had to choose between like smoking or like smoking weed, I would definitely choose smoking weed.
Yeah. Smoking weed is. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I'll tell you, cigarettes. Like I remember smoking them, and they wouldn't make me cough, and then weed made me cough, and I was like, I was a little weirded out. I was like, why? Like weed's technically better for your lungs than cigarette. It's not good for your lungs. But I was like, why are the cigarettes not making me cough? And I'm like, oh right, there's probably a lot of chemicals in them
Yeah,
that are helping with that. Yeah, they're very processed. RFK said this, and I Googled it, and I was like, is that true or not? He said a lot of things about people with autism, like ourselves. Not all of it is true. Autism power. Tism power. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. He's saying that the cigarettes in Europe have less chemicals in them. And like Europe like banned certain chemicals in the tobacco because it was unhealthy or whatever. I Googled that and it says it's true, and I'm like, God darn it.
well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
the EU does have a lot more food restrictions than
they
they do in the
do.
United States. Some of them good, some of them bad. Like they also
Yeah.
what's it called? they require you to like label your GMOs a lot of the time over there and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which
Label them, name them.
actually, I mean, do you have an opinion on GMOs or something? Maybe
I
one
think
way or
they're
the other?
good. Last time, genetically modified food. I think that eventually we're going to have genetically modified people, and they're all going to be autistic, like
Yeah.
us. It's the
No,
next
yeah,
step.
because it's our superpower.
It's
you
our
know?
superpower. The
Oh
richest
yeah,
person in the world is autism.
yeah,
Is that? And I think that sure was he born with a lot of money? He has autism and he made a lot of money.
yeah.
So
Come on, like
autism's the real, really
he's a
the.
self-made man. You know, like he just like you know, like he just really made himself.
Yeah,
You know, after
he made
several
himself.
times.
He made himself.
Yeah.
Was yeah.
Just off the backs of the children of the animal minds. Uh,
Was Elon Musk born rich off the backs of children in emerald mines, or was he the richest autistic man that's ever lived? Anyway, these questions are freaking the best. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. You see how I just asked a question after I just answered a question with a question. Moving on. Yeah. How do you feel about Elon Musk, by the way? Genuinely, though.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really like what is there to really say about him? He's kind of just a guy that
He's
goes
a
like
guy.
insane on Twitter.
He does.
It's I
fucking
don't know,
so
like
true.
the toughest thing was trying to figure out if it's like the most like what's it called? Like just the
Yeah.
most like deep, impressive like PR game possible to like make everyone, you know, get everyone talking about him, which like, you know, is true. We all
He does have that sway.
yeah. Or if he's like genuinely just that insane. Like
Yeah. Is he like crazy? Like, well, he has autism, so I mean, he does have mental illness, but I do believe, and I'm biased, of course, because autism's the best. That he does have there's things that he's good at, like I think making money, social skills. A lot of, and if you're not sure, a lot of people struggle with social skills. If autism, no autism. But with him, it's a little bit like, he's doing weird movements on stage. You know what I'm talking about?
you know,
Yeah.
just oh well my autism's kicking in.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I'm good.
I wouldn't dab on stage if I was him. I think it might be it could be misconstrued. Maybe it'd be a great way to dog whistle if you're into that sort of thing. Dabbing. The little idea, do it in front of the national anthem. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would make a very big impression. Yeah.
The funniest thing though is I believe I don't remember if it was the unofficial like Nazi party or something, but he did end up going to like some what's it called, more right leaning like German
Yeah.
political party conference immediately.
I saw
after
that. Yeah.
So
And he
that's
said you
that's
guys
the
should.
funniest
Yeah.
thing.
It's kind of funny that he went to the German. They're the right wing party in Germany. They have a they're the furthest right, right?
Yeah.
They're like there's a left wing party in Germany. There's a right wing party. The German right wing party, and he's at the event. He said, "You guys shouldn't be ashamed of what your ancestors did." And I'm like, I agree with you, but like it's at the same time, it's like you should probably have caveated that with like I don't know something like you're not guilty of what your ancestors did, but like
You should have
come on,
worded that.
you should have worded it a little
better.
bit better. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I mean we're in media, so of course he couldn't have worded it better, but at the same time, it's like come on, it's Germany, you know. He's like it's Germany.
Yeah.
We know what they did.
Especially right after the
Especially after the
dab.
the dab, the half dab. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. The thing about that German party, by the way, their leader is of the German Nazi party, is that their leader is a lesbian woman.
I
Isn't that kind of funny?
You know, you could say history repeats itself. I mean, who was it? It was I'm blanking on the
yeah.
name now. Was it Goebbels or something?
Goebbels?
But
think that's-
one of the I don't know, one of Hitler's like more prominent cabinet was just
Isn't he
like an
gay?
openly gay man.
Didn't he get shot, Goebbels?
I think so.
Yeah, he got murdered or whatever. He was a soldier, a gay guy, soldier.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. You're gay, you're fighting.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Because like I'm a man, so like, and my weird male fantasy is like me going and fighting the Aztec Empire with like a machine gun. And I'm like, that's for a second in my head, I'm like, that's so cool. And then I think about it again, I'm like, that wouldn't, I'd probably get stabbed or something, you know, probably wouldn't be as comforting like to actually do that. But for a second in my brain, I'm like, that's freaking lit. I'd be saving so many innocent people. But then I'm like, realistically though,
Would you survive? Well, but the real question is how long would
how
you
long?
survive?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was thinking, I'd say like, I'm gonna get away with this too because I have a fucking machine gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like saying like one like a guy with a freaking Apache helicopter could like infinite with like a nuclear engine could like destroy the British Army or whatever with a laser. Like it's not really fair. It's like what is that imagery in your brain even?
Yeah. I
Like
don't
it's just
know.
weird.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it depends on the time period or something,
Mhm.
right? Like if we're going
For
way,
sure.
way back, you know, it like at the end of the day, what do they have to combat the helicopter? But then like, you know,
Religion.
obviously oh yeah, true, they
Mhm.
just get God to like fucking knock
Exactly,
that
yeah.
out. So
They yeah.
they got all their bases covered, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about the you know when people first came to when the Aztecs they met the Spanish the second time the Spanish people came around they were like are these people gods because they saw that like their technology was more advanced and they were like these people might be gods
Yeah.
you know uh yeah this was the second time the Spanish encountered the Aztecs first time didn't end well yeah
Well, I mean the second one didn't happen.
yeah it didn't yeah they got a little sick you know yeah, you know, it was the big. It was they have a population now. I think it was like 25 million people in Mexico. It's a very big population. Yeah, yep. Kind of like in America, we have a big pop as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, we do relative to like most countries, but like
Mhm.
even relative to just some of the largest, we're like what I want to say 100, 200 mil or something like that
I
here in the U.S.
I
If I'm
think
not
we
mistaken.
are. I think we're 325 mil.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't. I believe so. But we used to be 250 mil in like the 80s. I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the population has increased. I don't think that's bad though. We have a lot of lands. We're a lot bigger than Europe, and they have like a billion people.
No, yeah, but
Mhm.
it was like but then
Mhm.
like we got like India and China.
Oh
Those like
yeah.
they just make up a stupid amount of the
Oh
population.
yeah. Freaking ridiculous. Like it's silly how many people in India there are. There are more people in India now than China. You know, like India has become. You know, like how Maine and Vermont. I don't know if you remember and listening in the one of the thing. We're in this weird thing. In the introduction to our college,
Oh,
like Maine and Vermont keep switching from white to state.
oh yeah. I
Remember
think
that?
I remember. If I'm gonna be honest, I did skip out on a few seminars
That's
after the
totally
first
normal.
day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to that many of them.
I am, but you know, I'm just I don't see everyone go there. You don't
Yeah,
need to. Yeah, I get it. We get it. Yeah.
yeah. You know, like they're
That's
talking,
fine.
and it's like some of the stuff they're talking about is like all right, like some of the
Yeah.
information, but then like others is like you know, I'm kind of sitting there thinking like, do I really need to hear this?
Exactly. And most of the information's not that I'm gonna be real. It doesn't have that much weight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we were supposed to do a Title IX thing earlier today.
Uh, well, yeah, no,
Remember
Blue
that?
EQ, the assessment.
The Blue
Or
EQ thing?
yeah, I actually did go to that. Did
I went
you?
to that. Yeah.
Oh, what'd
Yeah.
you get for your score?
I got a 67. Yeah. What'd you
I
get?
actually, oh, I'll show you.
I was impressed with
I was kind of
my
messing
friend. He
around.
did 70. He got a 78.
I was messing
Sean.
around a bit with
Yeah.
mine, so
Mhm.
it's all right.
It's all
pretty much
right.
all-
Yeah. I have a feeling that it's not as accurate as I'd like it to be because Sean, I don't know. Sean got a 78.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's just very, very good at this information.
No, I
Uh,
mean, you
he
know,
seemed
it's
pretty
it's
good.
kind of
Yeah.
ironic if you think about it because they're asking
Yeah.
you questions about like how what's it called, how self-aware you are. And
Exactly.
so all the
It's a
people
little
who are like a
dumb.
little bit more self-aware, they're gonna get lower scores, and the people who aren't, like, there's this one kid sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
He couldn't figure out how to get in the thing, and so he had been like apparently texting his dad, and some like person went over to help, and you know she's like, "Oh, you know what's the problem?" He's like, "This fucking thing won't work and stuff, right?"
Yeah.
And then like later on, I'm looking over casually because I
Yeah.
just got done with mine.
Oh
And he's
yeah.
answering a question of like, "Can I control my temper?" And he clicks agree, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's not.
maybe we're being a little dishonest there. You know?
Yeah, a little bit. Like the self-aware people and people that aren't self-aware, They don't know they're not self-aware.
Yeah, it's like
That's the thing about self-awareness. I'm barely self-aware. Like if I'm like saying something that's kind of annoying, it's like a little bit, but not really. It's just kind of how I honestly express myself, you know?
yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I'm not the most I can at least recognize that I'm not the most self-aware
Oh
person.
yeah. I think that's basically proof that you are self-aware. You don't know everything.
Oh,
Yeah, but like you know yourself, you know what you like.
I mean, what's the
Exactly, kinda though.
no, what's there's this one
Yeah, yeah, I know.
phenomenon. I've completely forgot the name of it,
Oh,
but
that's okay.
it's that. Have you ever seen that one graph where it's like people who are really bad at something think they're really good at it and they know a lot and they'll rate themselves as knowing a lot and then
Oh
it goes
yeah,
like down
driving.
and then back up.
Yeah,
Uh,
driving's like that. Most people think that they're better than average at driving.
yeah, there was like some study conducted to see about that, and like basically it found that stupid people thought they were really smart, and then like below average people thought that they were really dumb. And then like the confidence slowly started to trickle back up, but even like the experts and the top scorers
Yeah.
never quite reached the level of confidence that the really really stupid people did.
That's so funny, yeah.
I forgot the name of the study now, but obviously a lot of like really, dumb, egotistical people online like to
Oh
like
yeah.
quote that over everything, and it's so annoying. But it
I
was
can tell why they
genuinely,
do it.
yeah. But it was kind of
Yeah.
interesting to like see. So it
Oh
might be one
yeah.
of those things where it's like, obviously people who are super not self-aware, they're
Yeah.
just gonna be like, oh yeah, like
I'm
I do
totally
this, I do
self-aware.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm definitely below average in self-awareness, but I have like enough to at least know that
I think we're self-aware enough. Like, I have things that I like money, uh, physical contact I like, and quality time. And what's the oh man, what's the other one? It was freaking information. Yeah, I like information as well. Sharing information, yeah. And you probably have a different set of like things that really make you tick. Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe you like control, or maybe a little something like that.
Yeah, I think
That's a thing. Yeah.
slow world domination.
Little.
Structure.
Say it with me now. World domination. World domination. World domination. World domination. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't want? If you were king of the world, if you were, and yeah, I'm sure you already feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm getting that vibe from you. It's making me feel better than average, just being in the presence of someone that's great.
Oh man. But keep it coming.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, I would be very pleased to. Yes. What would you do if you were emperor of the world? You're crowned king now of
Uh,
Earth.
I don't, if I'm being entirely completely honest, I would probably just give the position away to someone more qualified. It's the boring answer, but like I'm
That's
I'm
smart.
some like
Yeah.
19-year-old stupid kid in college. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
gonna be able to competently run the world.
It's
But
true.
then,
Yeah.
the issue is then like who the hell am I gonna select? I
Not
mean,
me.
yeah.
I don't.
Like,
I can't do that
I
responsibility.
don't know enough about politics or fucking anything to be able to even select someone
Yeah.
to do that
Exactly.
job. So I don't know. It'd be a tough position to be put in.
Yeah. I don't think we can now because it's a hypothetical. At the same time, I think that I would just try and make it a democracy as best I could. Because like my friend was telling me like I'd make the world communist, and I'm like it's a nice concept, but I'm like I think we should at least stick to socialism maybe. The communism with super capitalism, it's just I don't see it working both
Well,
ways.
I mean, that Stalin guy specifically, I do kind of like his
What's
style.
that?
Like
Yeah.
just keeping everything for me, none of it for you. That sounds like a pretty good deal. So I might
It
switch up my
doesn't
answer.
sound terrible, yeah. I mean, who's gonna stop you?
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault that famine happened. Come on, yeah. What? It was the intention. Our intentions are freaking gold,
Yeah,
man.
you know what, Ukrainians?
Who wouldn't want a piece of Ukraine? Look, is Ukraine being a bit? Does it really affect us that much? What? Yeah. Has we lived through the Ukraine war. We seem fine. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
Can't be that bad. Yeah. Little violence never I people might say, "Oh, violence is bad." I'm like, that opinion is valid, but is it is it reliable?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't.
people they say all the time, "Oh, violence is bad. Oh,
Yeah.
don't kill that hooker. Ooh, don't eat that hooker." But
But my
like,
fantasies are so
yeah, like
thrilling, and your fantasies are so. Are they peaceful? All of them, really?
probably not. I mean, you see people, these kids on these video games nowadays all
Yeah.
the time. All these violent
All
video
these
games, this
violent
Counter Strike,
games.
this Call of Duty. I
Uh-huh.
just think it's saying something.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling that maybe we like a little violence, just a little bit. But at the same time, I think that most people are pretty peaceful, good people. Uh, but when you were a child, were you a little bit more like? Because I at least was for a time. Then you kind of don't. You kind of age out of that.
I mean, technically, I was, like, as a little kid, I wasn't really hitting anyone. But then, like,
Mm.
middle, like elementary, middle, high school, I was getting into, like, all sorts of fights. But
Oh yeah.
most of that wasn't really my fault. So,
Mhm. Yeah, I remember back in high school we had something called Fight Club, and that was we we literally could have got the whole team like kicked off like dismantled because of Fight Club. And no one got hurt. There was no actual like bruises because we didn't use our fists. We just kind of wrestled each other. But it was it's still like that's definitely would not fly at all. Yeah, it was fun, but I was like, yeah, that probably well maybe this. Have you seen the movie Fight Club?
not yet, but I am planning on
Mm.
it. I've heard it's very good.
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, but it's just about a guy who starts a cult boxing club, you
Yeah.
know, and yeah, he gets hugged a bunch of these like it's I really shouldn't explain the movie because it's really weird, but it's really good. It's like one of the best movies ever, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What's your favorite movie?
Movie, I don't really know what my favorite movie would be. I guess if I had to say a favorite book, though, it'd probably be Slaughterhouse-Five.
Oh yeah, with the isn't that with the war vet?
Yeah, what was his name? Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm forgetting. It was Billy. It was Billy. Yeah,
Billy.
yeah,
That
no,
sounds like a
that.
soldier boy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was written by Kurt Vonnegut. I thought it was really astute the way that they handled what's it called, like exploring PTSD flashbacks as like what's it called, as presenting them to the reader as time travel because that's the way that Billy sees it. I thought it
Whoa.
was super interesting. But,
That's fascinating.
yeah,
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you've time traveled ever? Or like ever
not
just
really.
like I don't know, you maybe hypothetically you black out, you're in a bathroom vomiting, you black out, you're in somebody's bed, you're like, oh my god, I hope it wasn't abused,
Oh,
and then
you
look
black
over, you're
out.
like, oh she's
Suddenly
pretty,
there's
hope it
just
wasn't
some
abused, yeah.
dead body in the back of my car. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah. Sometimes you go to a bar, you bring a guy home, you wake up, your name's Jeffrey Dahmer, and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened to his head, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. My name,
Um,
yeah.
Sometimes you just, your name might happen to be OJ, suddenly there's a glove on your hand or something, but it doesn't really fit,
Like Michael,
and
huh?
like you have ketchup all over your butcher knife, you're not really supposed to be cutting tomatoes with those.
Uh-huh.
You try to take a drive home, there's all these guys yelling at you, like there's something up in the air, you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I feel really bad.
exactly. You try and reach out to your pool boy, he's not answering. You're like, huh, whatever. Hope my wife's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's freaking. It's weird that it's crazy that he was able to. Do you think that OJ did it? Because like,
I mean, does anyone at this point not think that he did it? Or,
there's a part of me that's like, either he's like, I don't want to accuse an innocent man of something he didn't do, but at the same time, it is like the husband is going to be suspect number one in the wife murder stories. Like,
no, but not just that. Like he wrote a book literally saying, "If I did it,"
if
and
I
then
did
just
it.
detailed the way about how he theoretically would have done carried it out if he theoretically did it, and then released
Yeah.
that. So it's like, like I'm pretty sure he did it.
I'm not a legal expert, but come on, like he. Well, I would be real. I would be really feel bad if he didn't do it. We're saying this, but
Oh,
at the same time, it's like, what a life.
yeah,
You know, O.J. Simpson. He had he was huge in sports in a lot of movies,
yeah.
and then he turns it all around and kills his wife.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly kills his wife. You know, and the pool boy. I think they were sleeping together or something. Lucky pool boy. Lucky pool boy.
Yeah, all right, Mike.
What a MILF hunter. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was it really worth it? I just wish we could bring people back from the grave to ask them questions like that.
Yeah.
We have to.
I think I can speak for OJ's dead wife. Yeah. I can speak for the dead pool boy, of course. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we could get one of those like spirit readings.
Yeah, well, we get a Ouija board. We'll be like, did OJ kill you? Did Juice kill you? Like, what? Like the ghosts are. Do you believe in ghosts? I don't really believe in ghosts.
Nah, not really. Although I did have a teacher that was very adamant trying to convince me that there were actual ghosts. But I thought that was
Yeah.
just silly.
I think it's silly. My coworker said that he thinks the ghosts are real because like stuff would like fall over in a nursing room we used to work at. And it was like, it's spirits, man, it's spirits. And I'm like, stuff falls over sometimes and it's like the wind or sometimes stuff just falls over. You ever notice that? It's just, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it does
Like
happen.
gravity. Yeah.
It
occurs.
This gravity thing you're talking about. I don't know.
Gravity
I don't really want to get like, I don't want to be
I don't-
canceled. Don't really cancel me or
I don't want
anything,
to get
just
too
saying.
liberal, but this gravity thing might be
Yeah.
a little bit of a conservative viewpoint. We might want to widen our we might want to be progressive with the possibilities here and gradually understand that it's just an idea. Just an idea. Who
I don't
knows?
know, me personally, like, don't cancel me. I don't really believe in gravity. I think it's made up by the government.
Yeah, I
To
think
keep
you're
us
right.
all down on Earth, all right? They just like look at the clouds, the giant cotton candy balls in the sky. Right? Everyone is starving. We need to elevate ourselves and go up, and we can stop the mass starvation.
I
they're
think
just
it's
they're trying to
chemtrails.
keep us down. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't.
yeah.
I don't trust these phones we got either. You know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
They're always watching.
They're always watching us. They're always listening to us. I think it's a big conspiracy. Although, the idea of the government listening to us and watching us is not like
Yeah.
there's something called
that's
the
just,
Patriot Act. Yeah.
Yeah. So hi FBI.
FBI,
You know,
habeas corpus.
I'm
We
not
don't
doing
care.
anything weird.
It's not weird, okay? We're normal. We tend to be so normal. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah. Everything is normal, not cray cray at all. Yeah. That's a normal person does that gesture while saying they're not crazy, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Hells yeah.
I do that all the time.
Of course. That's because I'm so sane,
Yeah. Just
Yep. Don't hurt us. Yeah. Yeah. Did you go to prom or anything? Or did you
uh,
stay home like a normal person?
actually my school had like a really weird version of prom that kind of
A
wasn't
virgin
prom.
of prom, yeah.
Like I don't know. It was just like it was always in the same place, but it was just like this tiny. There was like space for like I want to say like I don't know maybe 50 at most people, and then there's just this tiny like room that they were renting out at like a country club that like everyone would dance at. It was so packed. It was more like a mosh pit, and
Oh yeah, that's
the the DJ guy would take like I remember one kid back when like it was still somewhat like popular. It was supposed to be like funny. He snuck like Megalovania in there.
Megalovania?
It's that one song with the fucking what game is it? It's the game with the skeleton guy.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the
Spooky
blue
Scary?
eye.
Is it? It's not. Oh, it's not that like the skeleton guy. It's that. Oh man, what's that freaking? The Undertale.
Yes, that's
That's the one, Undertale. Yeah, I played that game in high school. I wasn't good at it. Yeah, but it is fun enough. It was fun enough.
yeah, it was fine to be honest. Like I mean I have vague memories of playing it, and I remember after finishing it, I just thought like this was kind of just Hotline Miami, but after Hotline Miami and worse.
Yeah.
You know, I
Not
thought
Miami. That sounds like a strip club. I don't know where that what that is.
no, sorry. That's also a game. It does the same concept of like, you know, consequences of your actions and violence or whatever, right? But the way
I hate those. Yeah.
yeah, totally. You know,
Yeah.
normal, you know, just
Oh yeah. Darn it! Why did I have to be the dad this early? God darn freaking consequences. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey, what an 18th birthday! I'll tell you. Yeah. And yeah, that joke was a fail bomb. Okay. I don't care. You're not sure. That's what a bomb sounds like. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. This is my Vietnam. Yeah. So, yeah, you're saying?
Oh no, sorry, I was just asking.
Oh, we're so polite, aren't we? Oh my gosh, you flatter. Yeah, I'll flatter a little bit. Yeah, flatter.
Would you like some teeth?
I have an egg cup. Would you like a hard boiled egg in a cup? Yes.
Quite good. Quite good.
Oh yes, yes. I saw the neighbor's daughter wearing nylons, and I thought, oh heavens, that's disturbing.
Oh my Lord.
I started having unholy thoughts.
My heart is palpitating.
My heart knows no bounds. Yes. Yes. The I don't know. I have this joke idea. It's not PC. Oh, say can you see? But it's like everyone. How do you feel about the knee-high socks? Have you ever seen- I think
I've
they're
heard about
very
them
attractive.
before.
They're like, they go up to the knees or something.
I think I've seen them before. I mean, to be honest, they seem kind of like what's the word, like inconvenient to me. Like it's like
Inconvenient.
you ever like you try to put your socks on, but they're like longer socks, and it's like you have to go through this whole fucking ordeal of like putting them on and pulling them up, but and it's like
An
all this stuff.
ordeal.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine doing that all the way up to here. It's like
Yeah, exactly. What a waste of cotton or something or nylon,
and it's like do you really need socks that are like that
You
long?
don't. I think the Catholics are pervs. That's what I think's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I find them very attractive, and I'm not the only one. If you type in Catholic schoolgirl outfit, the first thing that first thing that comes up is literally sexy and adult.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Literally.
it's a bit inspiring if you think about it, that the human race has really just managed to persevere this much that we create entire outfits just to stop sexual desire, only for it to become
And
in
sexual
itself,
desire.
sexual desire.
Oh yeah, I've dated 3 Muslim women. I got a fetish for headscarves for some weird reason. I don't understand why. I don't understand why I have this fetish for headscarves. No one at our school has a headscarf, by the way, so I'm safe. I'm not, yeah. But dude, I don't know why, but it's like it's the opposite of sexy. If you're not sure,
Yeah.
for most people, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
I think anyway. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like what nuns wear. Yeah, you don't find nuns attractive, right?
No.
Yeah, yeah. Knee-high socks either? Nah. Okay. Yeah, I hate to say it, I find the knee-high socks very attractive. Yeah. Yep. I'm not the only one. I googled it. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you. I was gonna ask the question like bubbling in my brain is like, what do you find attractive? Should I change my outfit? I hate this question. I don't care. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's I don't know. I just don't find much attractive. I guess.
Really? Interesting.
Okay, this is gonna sound like some
ace romantic.
absolutely like stupid take or whatever, right? Like some fucking
I'm
like
listening.
me redditor going like, oh my gosh, like I have to focus on scaling my power level. And it's like I'm truly just not that interested. Like it's I don't know. I wouldn't like say it. I just
Okay.
it just
Not that
sounds so
interested?
boring. I guess It's
Yeah, uninteresting.
I guess yeah.
You're not really interested in women at all, really?
I mean, it's not that I'm not necessarily. I don't know. I'm not
Hmm.
necessarily not interested. Maybe.
Okay,
Like,
because
I
I'm
don't
kind of a
know.
horn dog, honestly.
Yeah.
That's just me. Yeah. Don't hurt me. I'm horny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we might.
We might. Hey, no stress. It's just it's natural. There's no shame in your or my sexual kinks.
Oh, okay.
Shame is manufactured by the Catholics. Just,
Yeah,
you know.
honestly, I think that we should just parade all sexual things out on the streets for everyone to
I
see.
want a heterosexual and homosexual parade, and I want it to be confusing. I want to have a straight and gay parade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I feel like we should have them together at first, right? But then we separate them and let them go like this or something, right?
Oh
Wrap
yeah.
them up at the battle gear and then just have them
Never plays yet. Yeah. Gays versus straights.
yeah, let's
Yes.
see who wins.
Yes, indeed. I think who do you think would win this gays versus straights fight?
I mean, like statistically, probably the straights
Probably
would
the
just make up
straights. It's
a
more
larger
people.
percentage of the population. But
Yeah.
then again, it's like, well, I mean, yeah.
These gays have been fighting for a long time. I used to be gay. I could say that. Yeah. I used to think I was bisexual, by the way, or bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. I learned I wasn't. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice Mexican German fella. Yes. Yep. You're not responsible for any of that. Don't worry about
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Really,
It might be a little gross to you. It's okay.
No, it's fine. It really saddens me to hear that our system has come to this. They talk about high school, college, like, oh, you got to experiment and all that. Like back in my day, if you wanted to experiment, you would just get caught for selling a little bit of pot. You go to prison, you find out right quick.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not the soap, but if you were wrong, that was going to be a bad time.
Bad time in jail. Good thing I found out I was gay in college. Yeah. If you
Oh,
were right.
yeah, if you were right.
Oh yeah. Then if you were right, I mean, I'll tell you, that's not even that bad. Being gay in prison back in the like, that's not. It's like a crime in the Middle East to be gay. That person must be awesome.
No, actually, they did used to. If you've heard about it, in the Navy, they used to have a position. I think it was around like 40s or 60s, where you for people to like rat out the gays.
Oh, that's a snitch.
Yeah, by
This
like
brat.
because and they would apparently do this by pretending to be gay, and then trying to like find out if the other soldiers were, and they had to shut down the position after like 3 years because there were too many gay guys signing up just to get some action in the Navy.
That's fucking hilarious. Closeted gay guys pretending to be gay, finding out they were gay.
Yeah.
I'll pretend to be gay. Oh no, I am.
Well, I mean, most of the time, I think they went in already.
Hell yeah. It's freaking hilarious. These were just guys who were trying to connect, really. Yeah. I'll tell you, it must have been hard to be gay back when it wasn't okay to be gay.
Oh yeah, no, my grandpa actually, he's gay. Well, one of my grandpas.
Really?
Well, not like that. Like
I met a boomer who's gay too, a bisexual boomer.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "I'm bisexual." It's like this is the best. This is what I've dreamed of for years. And I'm like, this guy's freaking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my grandpa, he's a lot happier now. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it was just like my other grandma. It's a very complicated ordeal.
Yeah.
For like a long time and stuff, right? And so it's been good seeing him, like sort of get out, be himself. Although one thing I do have to say, I don't know what it is. My grandpa is like something like 60, 70, and he has the most impeccable game imaginable. Like the dude he's dating right now, I swear.
Oh, your grandpa's dating a guy?
Yeah, no, this dude's
what a
like
fucking pimp.
30. He's jacked or something, right?
I'm jacked. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he does.
What a pimp, dude.
I know, right? Like it's impressive.
It is pretty cool. Some of these bisexual guys, I'll tell you, they adapt to have really good. I hate to say it, they love a little push pull with the ladies. They get it. It's a freaking they get it. They got game.
Yeah.
And with the fellas, it's it's hugs. It's food. It's what women like food and push pull. It's like it's like hot colds. But yeah, it's like, oh, I really like your shoes. They don't match your shirt. I like it. It's that sort of up down.
Yeah.
Storytelling is the same thing. So, victory snatched from the jaws of defeat sort of thing.
Yeah, no, your whole 3-act structure.
The ad structure?
Oh no, 3-act structure.
Yeah, 3-act. What's the 3-act structure? I'm unbeknownst to the 3-act structure.
Actually,
it's a system, yeah.
I don't think they teach that in high school anymore. But that's
really?
Well, I mean, they didn't teach it in any of my school.
Well, please teach me.
really don't know.
I don't know the 3-act structure.
No, so it's just a principle in storytelling and stuff,
Mm.
right? So you know the curve that they taught you where it's like
Oh,
beginning,
Hero's
rising
Journey.
action,
Yeah,
not well, yeah, the really basic one. What did they call it? Like the story, the mountain or something,
the
right?
hero story. I think it's like
No, Hero's Journey is a
Hero's
different
Journey.
one.
Oh, okay.
That's usually represented by a circle. That one's kind of
Captivating.
but so like first
Oh
act,
yeah.
it's the same thing where it's like there's the beginning, right? But instead you have three different acts. So it's like first act, it's beginning of your story. There's kind of some rising action. It's mostly introduction, followed by like a miniature climax. You know, action goes back down, starts rising a bit once more. The second
Yeah.
action, second climax, down again, and then you know third
Climax.
acts. You know, like climax,
Yeah. Boom.
a falling action, and
Yeah.
you know,
Foreplay for the big action at the end. You
Oh.
know. Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
That's right, and that's storytelling, and you know it's also like up down, down, chicka, bow wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
and ads do the same thing actually. They do. There's salesman. They'll be like, there's a problem at the beginning. Where are we gonna get car insurance? There's some car crash. Dad, mom, I'm in an accident. It's like, what if? There's the problem, and then did you know that Geico can save you 15% or more on car insurance? What?
That's simply a
Solution. Yeah, it's the best the push, the scary, and then the pull is like, and we're here to help, and we're here for you, to help you, because we like you, and that's the interest that where that's it's because if you start off with like if you start off too lovey dovey at the start, people are like, this feels like a trap. If you start off with like, did you know that theft is a big problem? It's like, oh really? That's a big problem. Oh my gosh, I don't want something stolen. And it's like, well, we're the people for you. It's like, oh, you're nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. If you're not sure, that's like this is an ad thing.
No, yeah, I mean, I learned a bit about, obviously the same principle. I had to
Yeah,
take a
I see it in
a speech course
yeah.
for, what was it? It was for college, right? My other college.
Mhm.
But, well, I mean,
Yeah,
that
we're
was
both
horrible.
transfers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were horrible schools.
Oh
No,
my
there were
God.
great people there, of course.
Oh, really? At yours?
No, there was some great people. There were some people that were not great. I had a lot of complaints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, mine was like horrible.
Oh, yeah,
They were not
There are some like fake complaints. Did you ever heard of people getting those?
fake complaints.
Yeah, they're like complaints about like stuff that didn't happen.
I mean, yeah, people do that all. I mean, I do that all the time. It's like,
Fuck, you're part of the problem. I'm kidding. I don't care. Yeah.
like it's right? You missed your shot in a video game. Well, who the fuck programmed this shit,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Mhm.
miss your shot in basketball or something. Like,
Ref.
that's a stupid fucking game.
Referee. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I do my healthy bit of coping.
Oh
to
yeah.
keep the mental up. Keep.
Exactly. Yeah. I hit some deer on the road. I'm like, that deer has a drinking problem. I'll tell you.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Exactly. That deer's gonna cost me some bucks. Yeah. All right. That last joke was not one to fawn over at the end.
Yeah, I go, but it's like, so like I go out red light on the road or something. This guy, what is he doing? He almost hit me. Can't you see
Yeah.
I'm driving here?
Exactly. It could be any car. It could be my bad. And I'm like, that guy really shouldn't have honked at me when I swerved in front of him. Yeah. It hurt my feelings. Yeah.
It's really stressing me out. So you're really not like helping me. I respond better to positive feedback. So
Yeah.
if you could just like roll down your window and say, "Great job," whatever like that, I thought
Yeah.
that'd help a decent bit more.
Yeah. Excuse me. I love you. Yep. Keep drinking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're really going at that Jack Daniels, buddy.
Choo choo. Yeah. Keep drinking. Oh yeah. I'll tell you. If we ever on a dry campus, there's gonna be. Trust me, bro. I have a feeling there's gonna be some booze in our future. Not us, but like in this building.
Yeah, no,
I have a feeling.
I mean, well, yeah, with college. Well, actually, it's landmark, so maybe not. I mean, there's definitely some people that are going to be bringing some on campus, but
Yeah,
like compared to
I
some other
suspect.
stuff, like, you know, I remember at my old college there was this one like, oh man, there was this one dorm right next to mine, and whenever they would open it up, I would see so many fucking beer cans just lying around.
Yeah, I've had the same experience. There's and I've gotten busted for weed twice in college, by the way, so I'm not innocent of that. But my not roommates, excuse me, my neighbors, they had a great big party. This was bad, and I might have been hypothetically doing mushrooms at the time. Hypothetically, and I know they're deprioritized in Portland, Maine, but this was hypothetically in
Yeah, you
Massachusetts.
know, just possibly.
Possibly,
Yeah,
there's a big maybe.
yeah, you know, like we don't really have any conclusive evidence
There's
on
no
like,
evidence. It's like I want to tell you this is true, but on the contrary, there's no
yeah,
evidence. There's just no proof. So hypothetically, I was on mushrooms and they had a great big party. There's probably I don't know. They're supposed to have like 8 people per dorm, but they had a lot of people in the dorm, and they were like trying to get everybody's like student IDs because they were a lot of them were drinking, and people were like, "Fuck that!" They were like getting out. They're like, and I was having a great time on hypothetically on shrooms. I was having a great time, and I thought it was funny. I thought I'm sure I had been busted for weed twice at that point, so I was like, it's you kind of get that a bit of a it's a bit of a I realized it could have been a sick joy of like at least I'm not the only one, you know? Yeah, I don't want people to get busted or anything.
well,
'Cause
I mean, I don't know, you know, like I think it's kind of healthy to embrace that side of you. It's just kind of like it's really just preying on other people's downfalls. Like all the
Yeah.
time, I'm just, you know, I don't know, I'm just constantly like, I feel so much better about myself when I see other people fail, and I think I've just kind of accepted that. You know,
I
like
you
there's no
know
need to shy away from who I am.
exactly yeah. All those Palestinians deserved it. No, they
Whoa.
had it coming. Yep.
Oh man, actually, you
I'm
sound
kidding.
like this one kid I used to know.
Yeah, I'm kidding. By the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but please go on.
Oh, well,
Uh,
it was this one kid I used to know back in high school or something. He was Jewish, you know, right? So like,
oh yeah, I have a Jewish friend. Yeah,
yeah, you know, and it's like certainly like I'm not
he's a
gonna deny.
Nazi, but
Whoa. I mean, I'm not gonna
I'm
deny
kidding.
that.
Yeah.
What's it called? There definitely wasn't a lot worse treatment of Jewish individuals in America
Oh
during
yeah,
like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and a lot of people
yeah.
using that whole thing as like a moral disguise to just be anti-Semitic or whatever.
I bet it happened, and it's very easy to be because it's genocide.
Yeah.
It didn't exactly make it too hard on for those people, Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he would say like the craziest things like out of, like we'd just be talking or like me and a couple other people, right? And him when we would
Yeah.
just be talking and joking and stuff, right? And then he would randomly just say like, oh, like those Palestinian kids, they all deserve it. Just dead serious. And then we would all just kind of awkwardly laugh, look at him like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But then like whenever he was prompted on on like if he was joking or not, eventually
Oh
by
yeah.
anyone, he would just go, no, serious. And like he would constantly talk about like he would constantly say like, oh yeah, like those fucking Muslims and stuff, right? And I'm like, I know it's been like tough
Jeez.
for you and stuff, right? But like please don't like
No.
blame this on like
Don't blame it on the
random
Muslims.
kids.
Yeah.
But he said some other crazy stuff. One time he told me that he didn't feel bad about African child slavery because and like
Oh my God.
what else do they have to do there?
What else do they have to do there? Probably
what-
find water. I don't want to. Yeah, I think there's a bit of like you can't. He wants to be a little like I've seen my Jewish friend. He said some things that could be misconstrued as anti-Semitic. If he wasn't Jewish, it could be misconstrued that way. And I sometimes am like, I'm a quarter North Vietnamese. My grandma's a gorilla. I kind of like just saying that because the culture is so different. Like they eat weird animals. I'm an animal lover, but like it's very easy to be like to make certain jokes about I don't know.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's a lot easier to make jokes about like a
Mhm.
group that you come from because then
Yeah.
obviously it's self-deprecating and
Yeah,
that it's
exactly.
just in good fun.
Definitely.
Where it's like if someone else does it, then it's like immediately like harmful to that.
Exactly. It's kind of even like if there's like hypothetically there's like if there's like somebody who's like Asian and they're making fun of like black people, it's like, but you're not. It'd be better if you were black and you're making fun of black people, or if you're like If you're like white and you're making fun of Asians, it's like you should just stick to white people, you know, or like, or even if a black person makes fun of white people, I'm like, but shouldn't you just be making fun of black people? I guess there, you know, obviously there's you can't. Yeah, I believe in free speech.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a bit of a, you know, I just that's just my philosophy, and it can be kind of gross free speech. You know, you might feel that, but I think that it's the best way to have an honest conversation. You know.
No, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I think a lot of people really, especially nowadays, they kind of they don't really like they see free speech as like enemy, what's it called? It's like
Problem.
freedom of consequence as well, you know.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like at the end of the day, like like you're still kind of liable for what you say. Like if you say
Mhm.
something that's just like
Oh
super
yeah.
horrible, and your friend is like, I'm not going to be friends with you anymore.
Mm.
That's completely within their right and
It
stuff.
is within the
Obviously,
right. You're right to
you
do
shouldn't
that.
get punished by the government, right? But
Oh yeah,
like,
that'd be inhumane.
yeah, I think that obviously everyone, basically everyone would generally support free speech and stuff. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
people nowadays misconstrue it as like I can say whatever I want, and other people should be forced to not like give me any sort of social consequences or something,
Exactly.
right? It's like,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I think the bad ideas are going like most people are smart enough to filter them out. And I know there's not I hate to say it, but there's another side of that argument. Well, I don't think people should really have the responsibility to be able to have that sort of freedom. You know, it can look at all the smokers out in the world. Look at all the people that are addicted to alcohol. Do people really deserve that? Can really people even handle the responsibility of free speech? I don't think they can. And there is I see the point, but it's also like if you can't say this, can't say that. It's kind of what is this? What is this freaking cult? What is this? You know,
Dictatorship,
dictatorship?
like that,
Hey,
authoritarian government.
authoritarian can't make can't even laugh at something that's out of our control that makes us appear foolish.
Yeah,
That seems a little bit like almost leading to thought control, you know?
yeah.
And that seems,
Uh,
pretty bad. It sounds so bad, you know? We can filter out the bad ideas from the good. I
yeah,
think we're generally smart enough to do that. There are going to be exceptions. There always are. But at the same time, we tend to be right. I think we tend to be right. It is weird that like we are often wrong though. You ever notice that do you believe in Santa Claus when you were a kid, Noah?
I mean, I think like most kids who were told, obviously, in their
Yeah.
radio, I figured out when I was like 4 or something.
I figured out when I was 12.
Ah,
That's too late. I should have learned it sooner.
you kind of just accept some things as
Yeah.
fact, right? And then it's like you just kind of go along without thinking about it.
Yeah. We we're we're able to make some like commit to dumb ideas. Sometimes when it affects our, in my opinion, we my confident opinion, sometimes we'll go along with dumb ideas if we think it improves our status or our ability to be comfortable in a group dynamic.
Yeah.
And that's, in my opinion, you don't have to. Of course, I'm not telling you what to think, but that's just how I think about it.
Well, thought
Yeah.
police.
Exactly. Thought police. Yeah, I used to think I was bisexual, and people are actually bisexual, and I found out I wasn't. I don't think I was. I think I was lying to myself, but at the same time, I was convinced that I was bisexual. Like I actually believed that, and I was like, but after I found out I wasn't bisexual. I was like, dang, I must have been lying to myself. I didn't even know.
Yeah, well, confirmation bias. Like you get
Exactly.
something in
Yeah.
your head, and then you're like, oh, I've been looking at that guy's jawline or something. Maybe I like him, when it's really just,
Yeah.
like you're just kind of recognizing like whatever
Beautiful
game
man.
recognized
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
It's tough, but
It can be hard, yeah. I wasn't like traumatized or anything by that. By the
Yeah.
way, I was like, it was all cool, yeah. And I was like, guess I'm not that, yeah. But I can see like I dated a girl, uh, or she was my coworker. We didn't really date. We kind of just had a casual fling. And she said that she was bi in high school, and she said that she was in a lesbian three way. And I was when she was talking about this, we were about to do it, and I was pretty hard. And then she was like, I was in a lesbian three way in high school. And I was like, oh yeah. And then she was like, I found out I wasn't bi. It was super traumatic. And I was like, oh no, because I was like super hard at that point. And I was like, I shouldn't be hard at that. Oh no. But it would everything worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I understand that it could be not great. As some people say, like woke agenda, and I don't think there's nothing to that. Some people are like, "What? That doesn't even matter anymore." It's like, yeah, it kind of does. I think that people that like being gay is good, but I do see that the woke agenda can be a little bit, can be a little culty in my view. In my view, this is my clear view. Maybe
I don't know. I mean, there's also a
Mhm.
lot of people that use like woke agenda as a buzzword a lot of the times. Like,
Yeah.
that's just me though, because I'm like a gamer and stuff. So like I see the most ridiculous shit online about people like screaming like it's the fucking woke agenda or something like on like any new goddamn release. Like
Yeah, it's
you
the
know,
woke agenda.
like GTA 6, there's like one female protagonist or something. There's games usually have like three. It's woke. It's woke. It's really woke.
Yeah, I don't think it's that it's going that far. I think like diversity is generally good. It's just like when there's when you like they put LGBTQ characters in weird places. Like Snoop Dogg got in trouble recently for being like, I didn't understand why in the new Buzz Lightyear. That's not how Snoop Dogg talks. I don't understand the new Buzz Lightyear. There was two lesbian characters, and my grandson was like, how did two women have a baby? And I was very uncomfortable because I didn't really know how to answer that. And it was Buzz Lightyear, and he got a little heat for that. Snoop Dogg did, but I kind of get it where he's coming from. It's like it pops up and it's a Hollywood thing. I don't think that's it's bad at all. I'm just like there's it wasn't there before. It's here now. Don't ask if you ask too many questions about it. It's kind of Snoop Dogg's kind of seemed like a bad guy. Uh, just because he's kind of asking questions. He's just a little confused. It's just like, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. He's just a little confused and he's asking questions, and I don't think people should be punished for that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I get it. There's definitely a lot of sort of quick reactions and stuff.
Mhm.
Obviously, we are getting a bit more polarized in the United States, a lot
It's
less
true, yeah.
moderation. So people are just generally like,
You're
around here,
right.
especially online, just about like they're a lot more ready to clash over each other by well, really fucking anything, right? So
Yeah,
it's like it can be taken as like something in bad faith immediately because it's like, that's not something I agree with. It's in bad
exactly.
faith.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack you over it.
Oh
People
yeah.
definitely need to be a bit more maybe.
A little bit more reserved with that, because what if it comes back to you? What if you say something like what if you say the gamer word or something? You know what I mean? And you didn't even plan on it, it just fell out of your mouth. I think I said that once in front of my brother. It was embarrassing. I was like, well, good thing I didn't say that in public.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people screw up like that, and I forgive. I'm a forgiver. But you don't want that sort of heat coming back at you. Like if you like I don't know get someone's pronouns wrong. Like how could you? It's a
I
mistake.
don't know. Like I say the gamer word a lot on my Twitter, or something like that. And, like some guy, he just pops, he one beagle running one tap my head down, like does too long, I just grab a quick, quick voice chief. Like, I'm
A
just
quick
not
egg.
actually,
Yeah,
not actually.
of course, we're
I
joking.
have not done
Uh,
like sincerely, I have never done that. But
yeah.
it's what I do hear it a lot. I play Counter
Yeah.
Strike.
I don't want to single anyone out. Counter Strike. Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so racist.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, are you trying to be funny? Because it's not like racism is typically not funny. If it's done right, I'm like, okay, kind of funny. I don't know. Like you'd probably make like a if like some of the stereotypes I think are kind of true. Not all of them. Not all of them. Like everybody likes watermelon. Most people like chicken. If you like that, it's like normal.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like okay, but I kind of see where that everybody likes those two things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the watermelon thing has a bit of an interesting history.
Oh, really? I'm
Kind of.
interested. Yeah.
I mean, I once again, I'm not a fucking history professor, so I don't know Jack. This is just
I'm not an ed tech. I don't know
the little
much.
bit that
Yeah.
I know is apparently that there were a lot of like like post Civil War, like 1900s, there were a lot of like African American entrepreneurs that would like
Really?
that were going to specifically watermelon, and so the stereotype
Gross.
came about.
That's racist to themselves.
Yeah, to like that's where the stereotype came from, is to like what's it called? Like to kind of like demonize and be like, like, oh, those, well, I don't actually say anything that makes me, I don't want to get clipped on YouTube, so I'll just say like,
That'd be great for the show, by the way, if you were. But it's we, I'm in the media. We kind
I don't know.
we kind of make money.
Is this
off
gonna
this,
blow over? Like, I mean, maybe just one for the camera.
That would make the show better. I don't if you don't want to do it, of course. I would recommend against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the media does do. I work at the media. We do make. It is good if somebody were to like say the N word on a show. Let's be honest. Like that's good TV. As yeah, if you're not sure, that's what like that's garbage on television literally gets elections won.
Yeah.
The media is like it's called the fourth branch of the government. So people intake information. We're not science, okay? The news is I just spat on the floor. We're not science, okay? Yeah. That was a really sissy spit. I don't know if you heard it.
Did not
Tuh.
know, but,
Yeah. Yep, that was a bit of a tuh. That was yeah. That was a bad spit take, yeah. 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 Anyway, man. So we have something very, very, very unheard of to talk about. How's the weather for you, man?
yeah, oh, yeah, I mean, I'm looking out right now. It's
Yeah.
really beautiful. We've got the clouds out.
Really pretty, yeah.
Nice snow. All that.
Blue skies, good times.
Oh yeah.
Mountain ranges, mountains, valleys, peaks, valleys, rivers, valleys. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Good day to freaking head for the hills, I'll tell you. Yeah.
I think they are doing that. Actually, earlier they had some walk scheduled at like 2:30, and
Oh yeah.
the shuttle as well to go out at like 2.
The shuttles got canceled earlier. Did you hear about that?
I did from my roommate.
Yeah, people were waiting out for like 30 minutes. I was like, why are the people still waiting outside? They were going to Target. They were just waiting for like 30 minutes. And it got canceled. And I was like, a lot of stuff's getting canceled for some reason. They canceled the freaking shuttles. They canceled the freaking Title IX thing.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
weird.
know.
That's
I mean,
weird.
the Landmark does not seem to be the most organized place.
I'm not the most organized. Game recognized game. I think you're spot on. It's not the most. I like how they call it brunch.
Yeah.
Lunchtime, and then they just serve breakfast again. That's what I think. It might be just to say funny a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I'm vegetarian. I need the eggs, otherwise I'll freaking I'll die.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been going to the salad bar they have down there,
Yeah,
I
it's
have too,
okay.
because like I don't know, I love a good salad. But
Yeah,
they're
I like
mean.
salad as well.
I think a lot of people like it's kind of weird, but like cartoons have like made it like so much of a yucky food that like people
Right?
actually just grow up not wanting to like eat it, and then they
Cartoons, yeah.
actually trick themselves
Oh
into
yeah,
like thinking that it's bad, but like just sit down and eat a salad. It's actually good.
it's actually good. Have you ever seen Wonder Pets when you were a kid? Oh, okay. Well, they were all about the fucking what was the fucking oh yeah, it was celery. They had like every episode they did celery, and as a kid I was like, ooh, celery must be good. The Wonder Pets are eating it. Literally tricked my brain into eating a vegetable, like just repetition of they like celery. I must like celery too. The Wonder Pets like it. It's like a duck and a freaking bunny and a guinea pig, I think it was, or a turtle actually. Excuse me. But yeah, as a kid, that literally tricked me into eating celery.
Well, I mean, celery specifically might need a little bit of help. It's kind of
Exactly.
disgusting.
It's kind of gross to eat, but kids will be tricked by the freaking media into eating celery like that. Yeah.
They're controlling them.
Yeah.
The 5G waves that make
We
it
have
eat
been-
the celery.
You have been brainwashed since the day you were born. Ooh, you are a product of your parents' ideas. Ooh. Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of truth to that. I'm almost not exaggerating. We are. If you're not sure, we are like people who have religious parents that tend to be religious. Like
Yeah.
I think now, like I would never do that if I was a kid. I'd never be really fond of. I totally would.
Yeah.
I totally would have been like probably a Christian if my parents were Christian. It's simple monkey see monkey do. I think if you're not sure.
No, I get it. I mean, I think a lot of people are definitely more products of their environment
Oh
than
yeah.
they are their what's it called? I don't know. Like just them. Like I don't think there's really a lot of things that are truly inherent about a person, or at
Mm,
least not like personality traits, stuff like that. You know, I think that's mostly
yeah.
learned.
I think it's you're right. It is mostly learned. And your want for certain things, like for instance, pride and status, those can be manufactured in people that don't actually feel a lot of that desire. In my research, uh, I think it's comforting to know that because pride can be manufactured.
Sorry, what
I
was it?
I said pride, like
Oh,
things to brag about.
oh yeah.
Not some people are naturally more they like it. I'm not one of those people, but you can be if someone around who's like success, power, money, or something. You can be like, well, I kind of like the idea of having status. Wouldn't that be nice?
You know, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of a status guy. Just
Oh
like, you
yeah,
know, I
I
just,
like that
it's not
about
even
you.
about the status. It's just about being able to hurt those around me. I'm just,
Yeah,
I don't even
that's
want
good.
status. I just want power and others to make them completely, just drag them down to my level. That's when I'll truly be happy.
That's freaking hilarious, man.
Oh,
Do you?
hilarious.
Oh my god, that's good.
I'm
Yeah.
speaking from the heart. I thank you.
Yeah, you got a heart of gold, man. I'll tell you. Yeah. Oh
Thank you.
yeah. Yes, my word is gold, of course. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah. I mean, responsibility. You do like responsibility. You like a little control. I like.
No, I mean, I think everyone likes a little control, but that's less
You're
being
right.
like, you know, it really like, are you looking for control because like, you know, you need like
Mhm.
you have some like trauma or something, and you're like, oh, you know,
Oh,
like
probably.
I
Yeah.
need this to feel safe, or like, are you looking for control because it's like I'd like to
Yeah, that just
choose
causes
what
it.
I eat for breakfast today, you know?
I can't say no to that cupcake again. Yeah, it's too good. Yeah, yeah, there is something to that where people who are had like rough upbringings or were bullied a bunch, they do tend to gravitate towards more manipulation. So what I've heard,
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a
it's gross.
natural response to want to feel like
It's
powerful, and you've
natural.
been made to feel powerless.
Yeah.
So, you know, like it's definitely not good, but
Mhm.
like it's psychologically at least. Obviously, once again, not a psychologist, not a fucking what's the word, psychiatrist, but you know, just kind of like what people do.
Yeah. People, we like. I don't like violence. Then my fantasies are all like women in cages. And I'm like, that doesn't. What am I gonna lie to you here? No, that's what it is. That's what I
Oh no, sorry, I just women in cages.
What about the fellas? Yeah,
Yeah, you know, come on, let's get a little even spread.
exactly. Yeah, that can they can be in the background. I don't care. I'd probably like honestly, I'd probably be if there was like a three-way with a gay guy and a hot woman. I'd probably be like, well, if I get to fuck her and this guy gets to like fuck me, I mean, like hey, I'm fucking the hot woman. It seems like a fair trade to me. I think it'd be more. I'd probably jump through more hoops than that. But if it was if the guy was like, no, but you get to fuck her, I insist. I'd kind of be like, well, that doesn't seem terrible. Yeah. This is how. So anyway, I was on the Epstein Island, and yeah, Ghislaine was freaking awesome. I'll tell you. Yeah. Well, by the way, yeah, I do find. Have you followed the Epstein thing, the Epstein scandal?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Media's big into it.
Oh
Yeah. Do you think that do you think powerful people probably did some not great things on the
yeah.
islands?
You know, I think they ordered a couple of cheese pizzas. If you know, so, you
The
know,
cheese pizzas.
yeah, they you know, they're around a few younger individuals, let's say, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I'll say I would have gone for Ghislaine. I'm like running the situation in my head of like Jeffrey Epstein, an attractive older gentleman was like, you can come to the island of Ghislaine's really interested in eyeball mouth young guys. And I'd be like, Ghislaine, sign me up. Yeah, I would have totally flew to the island for Ghislaine. Like who knows what could have happened on the island? I'm like, I totally would have fell for that honeypot. You know what I mean?
You know,
Yeah.
actually, do you think that that's where the whole stereotype of like the van and the free candy really came from? It's just like it's just Epstein's guys going out. That's where they get the fucking kids. Like,
That
you
wouldn't
know,
surprise me. Yeah.
or maybe they just have a version of that for teenagers, or they put up whatever fucking like female celebrity is
Yeah.
popular now, and then just like fucking. I
Send
don't
in
actually
a
know
girl.
them. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. I'm not big into celebrities
I'm not
who
huge
would
into
be?
them either. I know recognize the big ones like Snoop Dogg or
like
some smaller ones.
yeah, I don't know,
Locals.
whatever, like ex fucking, female actors, like in this
Yeah.
band, come get it, and
The hot girl
suddenly
would trick me. Yeah.
there's just like some big 6'6" buff dude,
Yeah.
up there,
Up there, like, hey,
it's
you're
like-
gay. I am too. You know.
you get run in the island or something.
Yeah. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. And people are going to call me out for minimalizing some bad behavior here. But if I was 17 and I'm a guy and I was told that there was a bunch of women on the island, I would totally freaking be like, I want to get abused. You know, there would be a part of me that's like, sign me. Well, I think I'd be the one getting abused actually. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, I'm thinking about it harder now, and it's making a lot of sense in my head. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I mean, like, still, there were like about like I don't know, from what I've heard or something, there were like a couple of cases where it's like, some 17, 16 girl, they fly, real girl, they fly her over. It's
Yeah.
like technically like she took the money and stuff. I don't think that makes it right, but it's like
Yeah.
if I were put in the same position and told like $1 million, like
I would do a lot for a mill.
it's like I would do
I'd be
it.
gay again.
That doesn't
No
mean that
question.
it, but it's like it doesn't mean it's good. That opportunity
Exactly,
shouldn't
yeah.
even be there for them in the first place. But it's like
Yeah.
if it is, I'm taking it.
If I was a gigolo, a male gigolo, and I got to fuck hot women, do you think I would? What do you think bro? If I was a male gigolo, of course I would take. If that was a legal job and there was a demand for like,
They're
I
kind
would
of
totally.
they have real
There
strippers.
are male strippers.
It's not
Yeah.
really as popular though, but like I don't know.
There are women that will pay guys for sex. I'm sure. There. I'm sure of it. I don't think. I've heard stories of it happening. I've actually, funny enough, weird enough. Snoop Dogg said that a woman said that she would pay him $500,000 for Snoop Dogg to sleep with Snoop Dogg, and I'm like, it sounds like a made up story, but it was on a Snoop Dogg interview.
I mean, he's also a celebrity.
He's
so
just
it's like,
celeb.
it's Snoop. Like, I mean, well, to be fair, people do a lot of stuff. Like, I don't
People
know
do
if
a lot, yeah.
it was Dahmer, wasn't it? Right, where there's like
Dahmer.
he has all those fucking like fangirls and stuff, and even some fanboys that are like online going like, oh, I could fix him. Oh, he could chop him up. Like,
What is up with
You know,
those
like-
people?
and it's not like it's just a women thing. Like they're I'm sure that if there was
Yeah.
like some female serial killer who would like, it's like, oh yeah, she brought the dudes into her
Yeah,
house
make
and
them
she like
like
she
that.
chopped off their
Yeah.
dick or something, like skinned them alive, and there'd be like fucking 100 guys in those comments going like, oh, she could do that to me if you know what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah, people, when you see like a couple, I think especially with now it's with guys too, but also with a lot of times with women. When they see like when there's some girls who really like a guy, other women are drawn to that. It's like if you see like a bunch of women, like oh my god, Justin Bieber. There's a part of you where it's like, well, or you see a bunch of guys going, oh my god, Shakira, Shakira, Shakira. It's like, oh well, those guys seem to like Shakira. I probably will too. And it's like I hate to say it, but the instinct is you love just going with your instincts. And when there's a big crowd of people that like say they love something, it's hard to be like, oh, that's not a cult at all. Oh, that's that's not you're just like, ooh, people like me like this. And you see this is kind of human nature. We're herd animals. We go with the pack. We go with the pack. I hate to say it. If you're not sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's if you think about it, like a lot of people, I don't know, especially within America, we tend to be a very, very individualized,
It's
like
true.
sort of culture and stuff, right? But it's not
It's not-
entirely bad
It's not
to
all
like
bad.
to be a follower, right? A lot of the
Yeah, of
time,
course.
people are like, right, like
Yeah.
those guys that are like, oh my gosh, like You know, you actually like Vertigo or something. Actually, you know what? That might be my favorite movie going back to earlier. But
Oh yeah.
anyway,
We're going back to Vertigo. Is that
no,
what
no,
you're-
you asked me a while ago what
Yeah,
my
favorite
favorite movie
movie.
was. It might be Vertigo, but anyway, you know, you're like
Vertigo.
you like a popular movie instead of like this 1940s black and white mute Hungarian film about like capitalism and getting like hugged in the ass. Or something. That's like 5 hours long, made in like one dude's basement,
Mhm.
and then it
Yeah.
follows the perspective of his cat. Like, I am sorry,
Yeah.
but you are just not like an artist and stuff. And it's like, oh my god, like you
Yeah.
know,
You're not a real artist.
you know, like you don't like real things, and it's like
You're not
you
an
know,
intellectual.
people, like maybe people like.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a lot of people like this thing for a reason. You know, maybe
It's
maybe
true,
because
yeah.
it's good.
Exactly. And sometimes it's not good. And people's like technically alcohol, for instance, not technically good. Sure, it has some uses that are not drinking it. It's not, but it's popular. You see someone at the bar with a drink, and you're like, well, if they're doing it, it must be cool. Yeah. Yeah. Even when we know it's wrong, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's from what I've heard, it's also tasty. So
Yeah, there's some
I
side
mean,
of it.
yeah, it is tasty. I mean, like my parents gave me a bit when I was like younger. And
Me as
stuff.
well, just a little bit.
Like
That's-
I don't know, they
yeah,
would
they're
they
not
would like
criminals.
offer me up a sip of wine or something, and when
Yeah.
I was like 5, and is that
Yeah.
weird?
That's not weird.
Oh yeah, I don't know, and it's like weirdly
We're
enough,
surrounded by
up.
criminals.
Yeah, you know, I grew up, and it's like I have no interest in alcohol now.
Yeah, me as well. I don't. I don't have any in my room. I'll tell you. I can legally buy it.
Oh yeah, no, can it?
Oh yeah, I'm 21. I can legally buy it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How long were you at your other college then?
I was at Wheaton for 2 years, and I was at USM for a semester, and I'd taken a semester off from this after 2 years at Wheaton. Yeah.
No, yeah.
And I was at USM, and I still never failed a class. So, I'm on track. My mom took a gap year.
Oh,
So should be out of college in 5 years. Supposing all goes well. Yeah.
oh yeah. Sorry, I just I've been kind of surprised. Like I guess I don't know. Maybe it's a bit narrow-minded. I was mostly expecting
Oh, that's
people
okay.
who've been at college for like 1 year or two at most. They transfer here and stuff. I was talking to this other guy who's apparently in construction for like
Mhm.
he said like 5 years or something. Then he just
Disgusting.
transferred here, and it's like it shocked me, you know, because I'm talking to this other person obviously.
Wow.
Like you're expecting like 18, 19, 20, and then this
Yeah.
dude's like 24, and I'm like, oh my god, like
Mhm.
it's almost this, you know, because at least I'm just coming out of high school, so it's this instinct of like, oh, you know, you're an adult, like
Oh
you
yeah.
know, you're like my
adult, yeah.
superior and stuff, you know.
Just age wise, life experience, we're all equal, I think, and that's what the cults are going to say to you. But really, I think we should all be treated equal and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I don't want to sound like a dirty commie or anything, but that's what I genuinely believe. I think though, unfortunately, and it's not I don't like it, but hierarchy is kind of ingrained into human culture.
Yeah.
I think it's important. I think that democracy is more important than hierarchy. I think democracy has been a really consistently winning strategy for human society. Democracy. Vladimir Putin in Russia should be taking notes.
Well, no, he won every single election he won. You know?
He won every single election.
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate that everyone who ran against him died. You know,
Got murdered, yeah.
we'll give a silent prayer here for them now.
Yep.
We killed them.
He's a killer. Yep. Yeah. He killed them. He fucking is guilty. Yep. I hope the inmates are gonna get you, Vlad. Yeah. Yeah. Dang. Well, it's been a pretty eventful year so far. I mean, dude, you remember when Trump got freaking shot in the head? That was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was nutty.
I remember seeing like immediately after it happened a bunch of conspiracy theories online once again that it was like all staged to make him look good. And you know, it's
the poll
like
numbers are gonna go up after you
yeah,
get
it
shot in the head.
it did happen. It did
Totally
happen.
happened. Yeah.
Like I think their main evidence or something was that like obviously other than the fact that it went past his ear, and then but also when he went like this after like he was being pulled away, they were saying like, you know, oh my, like, you know, they were staging it and stuff. I don't know if I quite believe that. I think it was really just some insane dude looking to shoot him.
Yeah, some insane 20-year-old guy.
And the weirdest part is you would expect it to be some like ultra like left commie liberal or something, but
Yeah,
according to a
exactly.
bunch of his writings or something, he was like apparently like just an actual neo-Nazi or some
Oh,
shit.
seriously? He was a
It was
Nazi?
like because and he hated Trump because he wasn't racist. Like enough.
No.
And it's like, you know, so he was gonna shoot him
That's a
over that. And
hilarious
it's like,
reason. It's
you know,
hilarious.
they're like like really, you know?
Really?
Like
And people on the left call Trump a Nazi, and
yeah,
like this
you know,
guy's
it's like these
looks
guys are
he's
like
not really
not
a Nazi.
you know, not like he ain't real one.
He's not a real Nazi at all.
Yeah, like this is like
Vance's wife is Indian.
You know, I don't know. For me personally, coming as a neo-Nazi perspective, I was totally seeing it come out.
As a proud neo-Nazi,
Oh,
I was a big fan of Trump. But when I saw him like get Vance on his side and I saw his Indian wife, I was disgusted.
oh,
I was
completely.
I felt betrayed. Yeah, I thought that he loved us.
Yeah, you know, when he was talking about the immigrants and saying
Yeah.
that he was going to let in the good ones, I was just heartbroken. I thought he was going to shoot all of them. You know?
I was
like,
hoping for that. I
Yeah.
think we'd be doing them a big favor.
oh yeah. According to my one Jewish friend, you know, they have nothing to do, nothing else to do.
Yeah, yes, indeed. I don't know about you, but that stereotype I always hear about people from Mexico is that they are very lazy and they work for too much money. That's the stereotype I've heard.
I have heard the exact opposite. Honestly, those guys
On
like
the contrary, that's the stereotype. That it's for weirdly switched. The
I don't know. Like I always hear that they like those guys will like do fucking anything. For like the
Yeah.
ones that like come over, they get paid very which I mean they do. I used to work as like a waiter and stuff at a little
Yeah.
diner and like a
Nice.
bunch of the guys who were like in the back of
Waiter.
the kitchen, like they were dishwashing and stuff, they did not speak a lick of English. So it's like
Not a lick of ing. Yeah.
I assume that like something, you know, they probably came in. But like, yeah, I assume they were also probably getting completely fucked over and like
I can
underpaid as
imagine.
hell.
Yeah. I know. I have a friend who is. Oh man. Okay. I'm just gonna say that this guy is my friend, but he's a brown guy. Identifies. Get this. As a Nazi, brown fascist. Yeah. And what's funnier, this is kind of hilarious, is that he has a illegal job, or he had an illegal job at the mall, no longer does, doing the animal rides, and he was complaining about migrants taking the jobs of hardworking Americans. And I'm like, it's just this is a real person that I am friends with, a real guy. If you're not sure, he's a Nazi who is working illegally, complaining about people doing that.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's a very very big stereotype online that like for some reason, specifically there's a fuck ton of Hispanic people in the United States
Oh yeah, good.
that are just like randomly out of nowhere neo Nazis and like it's like it's extremely it's just
wanna be
super
what you can't
polarizing,
be.
right?
It's polarized. It's
Like it's because it's just like there's the
divisive.
you know they're always talking about like oh my god there's all these fucking illegals who are in the country
I-
and then they're the illegals.
Exactly. Yeah. There's these goddamn. They're not doing it the right way. It's kind people like this. The wigger stereotype of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
white guy who like dresses black or whatever.
I've never heard that term
Really?
used for it
Oh, yeah.
before, but
Seriously?
I know this. I knew a bunch of those.
I
My
used
middle
to be
school.
a wig. Yeah.
Oh wow! But I mean, really?
Yeah. I used to wear blue because I thought the Kirk game was really cool.
Oh,
With more hip hop. Yeah.
but yeah, like my middle school was like full of these kids who just thought that they were like it's like that thing where what's it called? We live like the area that I lived in was like right next to an area that was like really what's it called? Like pretty impoverished, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But then so then there's all these fucking
Horrible.
suburbs kids, right? Who act like they're fucking gangsters because they
can't
they
be.
live like 2 miles away from the projects or whatever.
Yeah, I know one of those guys.
And then it's like they'll like oh
They'll
my god,
read.
it's the most obnoxious thing ever.
Because they change their accent
Yeah.
when they've been doing it long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever hear that? They'll have like a tone shift.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. If I hang out around them long enough, I start getting that too. And I'm like, oh fuck, I can't. Yeah. No, yeah. It's like, what's up, man? It's like, shut up, you don't talk like that. Why are you getting jivey all of a sudden? But yeah, it's a real thing. People want what they can't have.
Dude, like, hey man,
Yeah, man.
it's like, got me up,
Hell
son.
yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go pop an op or something. Saying, like,
Exactly.
peace,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Peace
I'm
now.
bouncing out the crib now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah. Bouncing out the because it's like it's kind of culty. You see, they change the language like BIPOC or something. Like like an example for like here's wokeism is an BIPOC. It means be a person of color, black, indigenous person of color. There's a you say BIPOC, it's not offensive. There's a British word called WOG that means the exact same thing, but that is offensive. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like, to be fair, if you just like went up to some black person that called
Yeah.
them the N-word part off, that's usually pretty bad. Too, right?
Yeah, that'd be
I don't know
that'd be
anything.
pretty bad.
I've never heard of rock before,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I have no idea what that's about.
It literally means BIPOC, but it's offensive and BIPOC isn't.
Well, I don't
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say WOG then.
know.
Yeah. But no one around here knows what it means. Yeah. But it's in the dictionary. And yeah. But yeah, so it's like it's kind of like it's a very thin line between what a slur is and what just new age slang is.
Yeah.
And you can be like, well, doesn't it kind of sound like a slur?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, well, which word was I even talking about when I said that? Doesn't it kind of sound like a slur?
Yeah. It does.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I kind of think that wokeism and conservatism are both cults. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
And, I don't know. That's the smart thing to say. That's what a smart person says. But in my opinion, and I'm not smart. I'm a hard worker. You know. Yeah.
You're just a real red-blooded American.
Blooded America. I got red blood. I don't know what color blood they got in other countries, but we got red blood here. Yeah.
Red-blooded American. I eat my hamburgers. My cholesterol is not very unhealthy. Like
I got a
like I said,
shotgun.
I'm gonna die. I have a shotgun to compensate for my very small penis. You know, which
Yeah.
I will never admit to, which is secretly why I hate black people so much.
They have big penises. And my wife, she works at the McDonald's, and I like to target practice with hamburgers. And I like I like the 4th of July. I was born on President's Day, so I'm so American. Oh yeah, and I hunt squirrel.
I hunt deer. I shoot deer.
I like big bucks and doe. I found over the hunting rifle. I don't know what the people think AR means assault rifle. It actually means Armalite rifle. A lot of people don't know that it's an Armalite weapon, and I don't hunt with a gun because I'm not allowed to because I'm an alcoholic. I rather hunt with a kitchen knife because I like to really fight the game. Yeah, I really like to fight the animals. Yeah.
Love the thrill behind.
I like killing
Same reason why
animals
I can't go within 100 feet of the school zone.
because they say that they took they say that they don't allow felons to do that. If
You
you
know, I mean, it's like they're scared of my patriotism. You know, they really just they start calling me a predator because I'm so aggressive about it. That's why I can't
Yeah.
go.
they're really just jealous of my freedom, like a terrorist is.
Yeah,
That's why.
That's why I wear this little ankle bracelet here. It's the government trying to inject 5G waves into my brain.
That's right. Yeah, walking around here like a pigeon. Goddamn, they put the ankle bracelets on pigeons too because the birds are controlled by the government. Think it's a coincidence they put ankle bracelets on me and birds? No, sir. It's a tracking device. Yeah, just because I stabbed a little fawn deer in the neck doesn't mean I'm a criminal. Okay. The deer had it coming. Okay. Yeah, it was dangerous.
Yeah, you know, it was kind of looking at me funny. I was really
I didn't see no white in its eyes, so I decided to shoot my shot. Yeah, these deer, they like it. They're killers. I'll tell you, these deer are violent animals.
They're encroaching on my good American territory, like a bunch of immigrants. I think we should take them all out.
Exactly. We should get rid of them. I mean, sure, most of them are like descended from Native Americans, the most American people, trying to steal our thunder is what I think it is. Yeah, they're trying to. They think that no one's more American than maybe they're a little more American. I might be lying a little bit, but it hurts my pride, my American pride. Shatters my American pride to see these illegals freaking crossing our southern border like a gosh darn freaking New Yorker in this wonderful state of Vermont. Yeah, these scum New Yorkers. These people come from the south. You know these scum New Yorkers I'm talking about. They think that they're like all fancy with their shoes and their iPhones.
Their ability to read, and the fact that they get to go on dates with girls that ain't their cousin. Gosh, I wish that I could go on a date with someone who isn't my cousin.
Oh yeah, these they think it's gross to have incest or whatever. They do that in the Middle East all the time. It's very natural and normal. King Tut even did it. It's king shit. It's king shit to fuck your sister.
Yeah,
Can't be wrong.
them Habsburgs, they look real fancy. I think they really got it right.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Not a lot. I'll tell you. It's freaking. I used to know Johnny Appleseed, big pothead. Johnny Appleseed. Yeah, we would fight bears together with our kitchen knives. Yeah, we'd go to Walmart and we'd make Borgs. Do you know what a Borg is? Maybe you don't know what a Borg. Yeah, whatever. That's stupid. It's just a stupid alcohol thing because I drink. I know I've been drinking since I was 9 months old, or as my doctor says, the day I was born. So, but I don't believe in none of that pro-choice bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really my right to choose. So, women, give me your rights. I need it all. Like it's just it. You really have to understand. Go to my GoFundMe. As a true red-blooded American, I need all the rights. So really, I'm asking you, women, please.
Please give
on
me
my
your
behalf,
rights.
please give me your rights.
Look
I
at
need it. Maybe.
I really need you every day for your rights. Yeah. The women in the Middle East, not all the Middle Eastern countries, because they're not all civilized. Many of them have no rights for women. You can hit them. Is that really the worst life? Is it really bad?
I mean, I don't know. My father was beating on my mom all the time, and he seemed like a nice fella. So I don't know. I think he's pretty all right.
I think you seem like a nice enough guy. I'd let you be with my sister, maybe smack her around a little bit if she's being bratty.
Well, wait, my sister, your sister? Because if so, then it might be that's already the case. We'll have to check.
Oh yeah, we'll figure it out. The kids are fine. Kids are fine. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just like one of these 100 people in the house. We might all be related. I don't really know. We'll have to go check with mom and pop.
Oh yeah, I don't see anything. Animals have sex with each other, and I don't see why people can't just look. I can't see why we just don't love each other like one big happy family should. And engage in incest together as one big happy family should. See, I just love family. What I'm really trying to say is that maybe I love family more than some of these ignorant people that say I can't fuck my sister because it's going to college birth defects.
And there's the power dynamics is all messed up. I don't know if they're even talking about no power dynamics. I have the power to beat my wife whenever I please.
I'm strong. And really, I am lifting her up because it's making her stronger. I think.
Yeah, like the other day, I really uplifted my wife when I uppercut her.
Really, we were lifting her up. She needs, look, we are dedicated to the cause, and sex with your family helps. Am I wrong?
And, I mean, it's really just taking family bonding to a whole nother level.
Yeah, our family is more bonded than yours. I think you're jealous of how great our family is, and like I'm your dad. Don't you love your dad? Didn't you always want to fuck your mom? Maybe Freud. I don't know. Am I? Maybe I'm just living the real, the life that you've always dreamed of.
That sheep man Freud, city boy, he was always talking about his mom. Maybe he got something right for him.
Yeah,
all them sheep boys on their Reddits and Twitters, they always talk about a goth mommy.
Oh my
maybe you
God.
just need to look into that some more.
All these people that talk about science and research. The research proves nothing, but Freud might have been a little right with his mom. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily believe science because I think that it's just some bullshit religion thing. But I believe that God knows that we're all one big. We're all His children, and All right, where was I going with that?
Yeah. Yeah, like there was Adam and there was Eve, and after they died, there's only going to be them kids. So if you think about it, he's already doing it.
Oh yeah,
So I don't really see nothing wrong with that.
And when you were a little kid, did you ever like see an adult woman and be like, "Well, she's way hotter than these little girls," and that person might have just been your mom or dad? So
well, I don't know. When I grow up, I'm really thinking the opposite. Also, why I'm not allowed within 100 feet of schools.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just have what's wrong with seeing your niece and thinking, "Ooh la la, I'd like to have a piece of that." We're all, people say, "Oh, you shouldn't objectify women." It's like, but I'm an object too. Don't you see that we're all pieces of meat and we're all children at heart? And I don't know why you wouldn't, and by the way, I'm babysitting later. This is the fucking best thing I've ever. This is the best bit we've ever made, man. Fuck. Oh my god, yeah, dude. This is a fucking great time. Yeah, yeah, man. Fucking wow. Yeah, we're of course we're very serious on the Tism Report. We only do things for the
Yeah, we're
reality.
completely, we're just, well, not really my podcast, but I know,
Well, you're
the guys
yes.
on the Tism podcast,
Yes.
they're really just dedicated to, honest journalism.
Yeah, you see that we are honest journalists, and everything we have never lied to you.
Yeah.
Have we ever lied to you? Yeah. We don't we don't we don't we don't cause we don't cause we don't cause bad things to be inspired.
Yeah, I mean, like we don't. I'm telling you right now that we don't lie to you. We never lie.
We will never lie to you.
No, that's true.
Yeah, we're never. And I think God said it that we will never lie to you. I think God said that, because I'm a prophet and I'm not lying to you. I only say that because I'm a prophet, really. Yeah.
Yeah, God told me to sacrifice and then hookers. He found me in the back of my truck.
I don't know. A voice in my head's telling me that God wants a sacrifice, and I just think that how did human sacrifice? It gets a bad rap. Human sacrifice gets a bad rap because it's supposedly like wrong, immoral, evil, totally pointless, a waste of time in life. But what the civil rights movement, you gotta break a couple eggs to make an omelet,
Yeah, I mean, I was watching that Midsommar movie.
Midsummer, yeah.
That Midsommar movie. It was pretty good. All them folks seemed pretty nice, and they did a bunch of them human sacrifices in that movie. So I think it's pretty all right.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that if those people were never human sacrificed, well, I'm sorry to say, but I think they would have suffered forever.
Yeah, then they only suffered with them lungs hanging out for like a few days in that movie. I could get behind that. Try and play
Yeah.
it like a banjo.
Oh yeah, sure.
Very well. I guess that'd be
Banjo while the person gets sacrificed. I don't now. I'm not trying to encourage any negative behavior because it's a of course everybody's very comforted with the human sacrifice discussion. I think that's just a given. You know, I'm just telling you that like it needs to be a child. Children, because children are so low down to the ground. They think that they see things. It's more magical that way.
You know, it's really like we gotta make sure when we get someone that's really down to earth. You know, they're them babies, they're real small. They taste real good too, so
Ever
they
had a baby?
leftovers afterwards. Come over to my place and the barbecue after.
By barbecue, the
Oh,
human
yeah.
barbecue. It's not. I think it really, and people say, "Oh my gosh, that's so horrible. Oh my gosh, that how could you do that to a human being, you sick monster?" Well, I'm telling you now, and you're gonna hear this from me. Those babies died dignified. Those babies laid it down with dignity. Have a little dignity and lay your baby down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like them city folk, they always call them baby back ribs. I don't think they really know where it's supposed to actually come from.
Exactly.
We're doing it right.
Are we the? You're the ones eating baby back ribs. Or how are we the bad guy?
Yeah.
It's the way you look at eating babies that makes it good or bad.
Yeah, you taking them from a cow, but you calling them baby back ribs. I think you appropriating my culture.
Exactly it. Hey, is it wrong to eat? Have you ever picked your nose, ate a booger? Maybe. Have you ever made? No, maybe yes.
That's part of a human.
or the skin off your finger if you get a little hungry, or maybe some cum or something if you're a vegan. You need to survive, or I bet
Yeah, if you're one of them sissy liberals or something.
those gosh darn sissy liberals saying that like black people have rights, all that, all that
All
bullshit.
them sissy liberals, they're nice beards and their soft skin and supple muscles. Always telling me,
Oh yeah.
they're always making me go into them gay bars, having sex with me. I don't know. It's
Eating
just
them afterwards?
like a temptress or something.
It's a
I do
temptress.
not like it.
I'm trying to fight the urges as we speak to eat these delicious liberals. They look so good. Oh my gosh. They got these oh my gosh, they say like things like, "Oh my gosh, don't hurt people." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it turns me on in some sick way. Oh my lord." It's freaking oh my lord. Oh man. Anyway, the important thing is that do whatever the fuck you want. It's not wrong. And if we didn't sacrifice anybody, they would have just suffered and suffered and suffered. Yes, because of us, but also because of the grand scheme of life. Really, yeah.
It was all part of like God's plan, so they not really suffering if you think about it.
Yeah, isn't this idea that people are scared and uncomfortable with with dying is just I think that you should be proud. I think that you should be proud of that you're brave. Actually, if you act scared, actually you're brave. Actually, you're brave. And when I see people getting eaten, I mean it's like it's so much better than what it could have been. It's going to waste. Yeah.
Really, I mean, Jesus
I love
Christ,
that.
he died up on that cross there. I don't know, if you think about it, it's really quite holy,
It really
It's
is.
cleansing their horrible, sinful sinner things that
Yeah.
when they wear them fancy shirts and clothes. They don't drive around the road. God specifically said, "Y'all shall not drive along the road with cars. You have to do a horse and buggy."
Have your
You know,
horse and
right?
buggy style. Bang bang.
Yeah, that's why all of us Amish, we real pure,
We're
we real
Amish.
nice.
We're so nice with our kids are all very well behaved because they we're a little we're a little bit constrictive.
Yeah, you know, we don't let them play none with like toys or play games or be happy. That really
Happiness
doesn't
is
build a good. Actually,
yeah.
that is something they do. They do
Oh,
not let
we
them after a certain age. You're not allowed to
really
like play any form of games or anything like that. Or maybe it was before a certain age, but like yeah,
that's the
it's
right
something like
that's the
that.
right thing to do.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
right thing to do.
this idea that you should be happy is communist propaganda. Right? If you're happy, how are you going to make money in this great society?
Yeah, you know, honestly, like
Really?
I don't know. I just think it's really encroaching on my good American values. You know.
We have great American. It's great American values.
Yeah.
Good is great and good are not strong enough words to describe these our pure American values. And really, you know they're almost Native American values because some of the Native Americans were on the money with the human sacrifice, as they were and people say, oh, they unnecessarily did the right thing, but they didn't. They did the right because it keeps the they say that the world was going to end if the human sacrifice stopped, and you should join our club because that's how that because you look great, and
And you know,
really they were trying to help. They were helping out. Yeah.
if you think about it, we're really superheroes or something like Superman. 'Cause we're saving the world
We're
by
saving the
killing
world.
by killing these people. You know,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, hell is going to rain down. Them pastors on the TV that I see a few days ago, they say that
on the TV.
on that them big old churches, and they got all them big old props and planes. And then that one guy, lots of money, don't want to go on a plane, so I had to give him my life savings so he could go on a private jet. So that he didn't have to sit around them sinners. I don't know. I mean, I I guess, but like I think that it would have been a bit better if we would have just went on that plane so we could have grabbed some of them for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, really, we're just part of his family. I mean, do you love your family? But do you
and do you really love
do
your
you love
family like we love our family down here in the South?
do you love your family enough to it? Because to me, love is my maybe my definition of love is maybe more progressive than yours. But I kind of think that we should all just make love, not war, eat each other, sacrifice kids, and disavow science and electricity. And that's and I'm what I'm saying is what I'm doing for you. I'm the truth, and what matters is what you think I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I think that was really good, Kyle.
I think they're really good too, man. I think that the word of our, I think that our true morals and true moral principles are. We're gonna get sent to HR for this one. I can just feel it. Yeah. Uh, I think that obviously, I don't. I think this goes without saying. I wish you were right, but we are right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it.
You get it, yeah.
I don't really feel that bad though. Sometimes when I'm slapping them, the light comes out in their eyes. I see the galaxy and the world inside of that. In that moment, I feel really for you know. I just get to look at them and feel their essence, true power over their essence, and their true absolute dominance. If you think about it, it's really sexual in a way. I establish in myself as the real form of man, the dominant and the submissive, coming together as I'm truly embracing my masculinity. No, I have a raging boner right now. That's all right.
I do too, man. Oh my gosh. They're just thinking about family with a raging bone. Family, family, family. Is there a nicer word? Is there a nicer fucking word? Come on. Uh, all right. We've been preaching now for about an hour and 52 minutes. We've been preaching the love and the truth and why child sacrifice is actually a good thing. It's actually, if you're not sure, if you've been convinced yet, you don't have to be. It's all right. Right? Yeah.
We'll do it for you.
We're doing this for you. Yeah. We're helping you out. It's it's dignified. You get some status out of it. You'll learn what death is, and really, death is your friend. Obviously, we are of course being brutally honest. You can tell by my head nodding that we are being so truthful in our words, right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, y'all, stay safe, and it feels so good the way it feels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Stay safe out there. This has been the Tism Report. I've been Jackson Gawtry. This has been my guest host,
Noah. Hello.
Noah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's been a pleasure to be on.
It has been a pleasure. Yep. Stay safe out there. Oh yeah. Fucking behave. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Eat them babies.
Eat the babies. Yeah, eat the babies. Yum 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 yum. Yeah.
All up in my tummy.
Yeah. That's right. Peace. Much love to you.